Really good stuff. All right, everybody, so we're going to begin. I'm super excited to introduce Mr. Lee of digital currency and instrumentals. And we're looking at best licenses and exclusive membership to the upcoming Web3 platform business. Today, we're going to be talking about the future of digital technology, and I would invite you to direct your attention right here to the folks on the screen. Further ado,
can we get everybody just to tone it down just a little bit? So we can hear. I'm glad to be here. Thank you, Sherry, for inviting me. Can we go to the first slide? So, who is Adrian Swish? I'm a talent manager. I've been in the industry for 13 years, managing anywhere from major recording artists to professional athletes. And so my journey kind of started out kind of interesting on Web3. So that's the screensaver. Yes, so the screensaver helped me be here. But I don't need the slide technically, but the avatar that you see was able to switch. That's one of the avatars that we created, our collection of avatars, provided by Brewery Arts. And so, being in the industry for several years, working with a lot of artists and wanting to get paid meaningfully, right? So, traditionally, I'll just wait. It's kind of I'll just wait.
Test.
One, two.
Thank you so much for being here with us. We're going to now step to our next presenter. If I could just get everyone's attention for 1 second, thank you so much. We're very honored to have Adrian Swish with us. He's a veteran talent agent for 13 plus years. He's been representing some of the top artists and entertainers. So I'm going to hand over the mic to him. But you definitely want to check out this presentation, and we're very honored to have him. So I'm going to hand it the mic, and I hope you guys enjoy.
Thank you, everyone. So my name is Adrian Swish. I've been in the entertainment industry for about 13 years, managing major recording artists and professional athletes. I started out, I'm originally from Denver, Colorado, right? And it took me a while to get to LA in the sense of coming from the Midwest, working with talent. It's kind of hard to get your voice out, right? Because there's not that many resources. In Colorado, entertainment isn't as popular as the other categories, not necessarily hip hop. So I started reaching out, leveraging the technologies, obviously the internet. And so I was able to network with a lot of key people in the music industry. So long story short, a couple of my clients have won some Grammys, sold over 12 million records. And that's about it. Next slide. So 2011, I got a phone call, and it was probably about 4 of my good friends. They invested into Bitcoin. They said, hey, we're pulling up a couple $100 from all of our friends. This is going to be a big deal. We need you to participate with us. And at the time, I was ignorant to it. I didn't understand what Bitcoin was. I read about it, and I said, digital money, I don't know, it sounds sketch. But long story short, I didn't invest. Next slide. So 2017, I got a phone call from those same guys, and they said, hey man, remember when we told you about a couple $100 we told you to get in on? And I said, yeah. He's like, well, we just made $3 million, and you didn't participate. I was so upset, sick to my stomach, that I could have just taken 5 seconds out of my life just to read about this new technology that was happening in front of my eyes. So I did that. And so, next slide. So during that time, I reached out to a couple of my friends to see what they knew about cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. And one of my friends, Shane Fairbrother, he was the founder of Medtainer, which is the grinders that are grinders for cannabis. So I went to this meeting in Orange County called the Bitcoin Network, right? And so at the time, and there was probably about 30 people in the room. I was the only black guy in the room, and everybody was basically there from different sectors of industries. And I came up to speak. Hey, I'm Adrian Swish. I'm in the music industry. I'm seeing how this technology can impact my career for this sector. So a friend sent me this article, a guy who was sitting across from me, and it was an article of DJ Dramatic making $2.3 million in 24 hours. So my mind started racing like, holy shit, based on this technology, you mean to tell me you can make this much money? So next slide. So I started educating myself. It took me probably about 4 or 5 months to really hone in on what blockchain was, what this Web3 technology was. And so there wasn't that much information out at the time. So I read everything that I could. And so I just remember waking up. I'd wake up in the middle of the night, go to YouTube, if there was a new TED Talk, a new developer, so reading everything, listening. So next slide. I came up with the idea of digital currency, and I put out a white paper in 2018, right? So at the time, there was only, there was two music companies. There was PeerTracks, Soundback, and this Audience. Audience is pretty popular now. It's basically the Web3 version of SoundCloud. So my idea was a smart music marketplace that I put out. And really, it was really early at the time. I just knew based on technology that I had something. I didn't have the funds to put it in motion. Technology technically wasn't there. So based on this information, it's probably about 30 more pages, but this idea came out, and there's been several companies that have used this model to what is the common marketplace now today. So next slide. So not having the funding to get my idea off the ground, I basically had to put my head down to the ground and just get more accolades as a talent manager, right? So my client, Rumor, spelled RMR, he went viral on February 26, 2020, right before the pandemic. So if you press play on the song, I don't know if you heard it.
I wake up and teardrops, they fall down like rain. I put on that old song that we dance to, and then I head back to the track.
It went viral, and so this after this day, they went to Columbia Records, the same thing. So we distributed this to our platform, by the way, on the Web2 version. So we were able to secure a major record deal for him, $2 million, to make an idea come to life. Right? Next slide.
I wake up and tears.
So my idea came to life, and so we're segueing into why is it important for artists to understand NFTs and what this technology can do for you. So why should an independent music artist or influencer try music NFT or create a project? Because